Welcome to Yoga for the Back. Let's find some relief for back pain. Begin sitting on your mat with your legs stretched out in front of you in Dandasana. Ground both sitting bones to the earth and inhale, stretch your palms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen out of the low back, and exhale, use your belly to pull you even deeper forward. Then release your fingertips down to the floor, rolling your shoulder blades away from your ears, your shoulders gliding down along your spine. On every inhalation, lengthen up out of the low back, and every exhalation, press your hamstrings down into the mat, pull your belly button in and up. Flex your toes towards you, and allow your head to hang forward. Begin to cultivate an even deeper breath in and out the nose here in Paschimottanasana. On every inhalation, inflating your belly like a balloon with your breath. On every smooth exhalation out the nose, engaging the pelvic floor and pulling the belly button up and in. Turn your palms now up to the sky, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, folding forward. Breathe deeply in and out the nose 3 more times here, allowing the low back to loosen and release, stretching the entire spine down and forward. On your next inhalation, roll up to sitting with a tall spine. Lengthen your tailbone down, creating length in the entire spinal column here, rolling your shoulder blades down along your back, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Just sitting here requires a lot of strength in the low back. We're building up strength to protect the low back from future pain. Then bring your right foot to the outside of the left leg, flex the left toes, inhale the left arm up, hugging your knee in towards your chest, lifting your right arm up on your inhalation, and then on your exhalation, releasing your arm out at shoulder level. Breathe in, extend your spine up towards the sky, and breathe out, twisting open to the right. Make sure that your left toes are still flexed towards you. Ground the left hamstring down into the mat, making sure the entire sole of the left foot is pressing down into the mat and both sitting bones are firmly rooted to the floor. On your next inhalation, lift the arm up to shoulder height. Exhale, lifting the arm all the way up. Inhale, relaxing and straightening your right leg, flexing the right toes and bringing the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, lift the right arm, and exhale, hugging that left knee into the chest. Breathe in, stretch the left arm out. Breathing out, stretching the left arm at shoulder level behind you. Find even more length in the spine, lift up from the low back and release your fingertips down to the floor. On every inhalation here, lengthen the spine, reaching the crown of your head up to the sky. On every exhalation, pull your belly button in and up, rotating, twisting open to the left from the navel center. Continue to breathe deeply and smoothly in and out the nose here in this spinal twisting pose. Inhale, lift the left arm up to shoulder level. Exhale, stretch your left fingertips up to the sky. then release the pose. Preparing for Baddha Konasana, bringing both of your feet together, holding your feet or ankles, allowing your knees to softly drift down towards the floor. Lift your heart, relax your shoulders, stretch your neck, and then fold forward any amount. Inhale into your belly, your sideways, your heart expands. Exhale, pulling the belly button in and up. When we engage the abs on every exhalation by pulling the navel in towards the spine and up, we're strengthening our core without needing to do crunches. So really focus on every breath out that you're activating the pelvic floor, pulling the belly button into the spine and up. On your next inhalation, glide back up one vertebrae at a time. Lengthen your spine and then reach your left arm behind you, reach your right arm behind you. Your fingertips are pointing towards you and lift the chest, rolling the shoulders down and back away from your ears, opening the heart here, lifting up out of the low back. And then softly bring the fingertips in front of you, crossing your legs, reaching the fingers forward, and then softly bringing your toes back behind you. Slowly straighten the legs, bringing your feet out wide in a V. Your toes are angled slightly in towards one another. Lengthen the spine, and then grab opposite elbows and fold forward, letting yourself hang here, releasing out of the low back. You can slightly bend your knees or bend one knee and the other, finding what feels good in your body today. Relax here. We'll stay here for 5 deep, slow, and even breaths in and out the nose, really giving our body time to release out of the low back. On your next inhalation, ground your hands back into the mat and lengthen your spine forward. On your exhalation, walk your feet into hip distance and then bend your knees, bringing your forearms on top of your thighs, your hands together. Relax your shoulders back away from your ears, sitting a little deeper here in high malasana. Building some heat in the legs and core. Really sitting deep with the hips and creating a long line in the spine. And then slowly on the next exhalation, release the pose, bringing your feet to hip width. Grab opposite elbows from last time and hang forward. You can always keep a micro bend in the knees. Relaxing here in Uttanasana. Once again, lengthening out of that low back. We'll stay here for 5 deep, slow, and even breaths in and out the nose. Either stay here hanging, or if it feels good, you can slowly start to sway side to side with your elbows, keeping your balance, grounding into all four corners of the feet. And then ground your fingertips down to the mat, bringing your feet out a little wider, coming back down into high malasana or sitting all the way down. You can be all the way up onto the balls of your feet. You can also roll your mat to place underneath your ankles here. Your elbows are to the inside of your thighs. Now press your elbows against your thighs against your elbows. Lengthen up out of the low back here. Malasana is perfect for strengthening your low back. Now sit down, take a seat crossing your legs, finding a comfortable seat either up on a block, a blanket, a pillow. Lift the heart and exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the spine. Inhale, roll forward, lift the heart, stretch the throat. Exhale, chin to chest, round. Your hands are on your shins here. Inhale, use your hands to pull yourself forward. And exhale, really relax back, tucking the chin. Inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. We're relaxing and releasing any tension in the shoulders, neck, and upper back here. Then come to neutral, bringing your hands out to the side. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up, look up, bringing your fingertips to touch. Exhale, slowly melting the arms down to the mat. We're strengthening the lungs here. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up, lengthening your tailbone down. Pulling your low abs in, exhale and melt the arms down. Breathe in deeply into the belly, the side waist, the heart lifts. Exhale smoothly and slowly out the nose. Inhale, extending out through the fingertips, lift the heart, lift your gaze. And exhale, twisting over to the right, bringing your right fingertips behind you, your left hand outside the right knee. On your next inhalation, sweeping the right arm up and over your ear, keeping your left hand to the inside of the leg. Extending up, and exhale, releasing the arm down. Inhale, stretching the palms out and up, lengthen your tailbone down. Exhale, twisting open to the other side, bringing your hand to the outside of the knee, fingertips behind you. Every inhalation, lengthen the spine up through the crown of the head. Every exhalation, engage the pelvic floor and belly, twist deeper. On your next inhalation, stretch the arm over the ear, creating a long line from the hip all the way up through the fingertips. Stretch your arms straight. Roll your heart up to the sky here. On your exhalation, release. Inhale, bring the fingertips in front of you, tuck the chin in towards the chest, then lift the arms up. Spread across the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round. Inhale, lift the arms up, lengthening your tailbone down. Then chin to chest, rounding, moving in the rhythm of your breath, reaching the arms up and releasing the hands all the way down to the side. Now I'll mirror you, left arm up, back, and down. your right arm forward across the body, up, and stretch it back behind you. Inhale the left arm forward, up and back, opening across the left side of the chest here. Inhale the right arm forward, up, and swim it back. Really extend through the fingertips. Now inhale, stretching the left arm across the body. Exhale, sweeping the arms the other direction. So you're keeping the shoulders completely stable and still here. Just sweeping the arms from one side to the other. Then release the hands and glide around to face the front of the mat. Stretch your left leg behind you and release your left knee down onto the mat or onto a bolster or a blanket. Make sure the right knee is right above the right ankle, your toes pointing forward, your back toes pointing straight back, relaxing the shoulder blades down away from your ears. We're stretching our left psoas here and our right hip. Sometimes the low back pain, it's coming from tightness in the hips, the pelvis, and the psoas. And this pain is radiating up into the low back. The pain can also come from tight hamstrings. So straighten the right leg here and we'll work into those hamstrings. Flex the right toes towards you. Make sure your left hip is above the left knee and then fold forward any amount. You can also pause the video and go grab a big book, a block, or a pillow to place it underneath your hands for additional height. Try to lengthen out of the low back. And on every exhalation, engage the pelvic floor, pull the belly up and in to fold deeper. Now slowly and smoothly glide that right knee back to meet the left and step the left foot forward, making sure the left knee is directly over the left ankle. The toes point straight forward and the back toes point straight behind you. Then relax forward, releasing your shoulders away from your ears, working now into the right psoas and the left hip. Then as gracefully as you can, on your next exhalation, you're going to glide your weight back, straightening your left leg, flexing your left toes towards you. You can grab your block or your bolster here. Stretching into our half Hanumanasana here, really working into that hamstring. Stay smooth and even with your breathing in and out the nose. Imagine that your lungs are like balloons and you're inflating them not only to the front, but in 360 degrees. Oftentimes we forget that we can breathe into the back and sides of our lungs. Glide your left knee back to meet the right, bringing your wrists directly under your shoulders and lift your gaze. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round the spine. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone down, tuck the chin round. Look forward, heavy belly, tilt the pelvis forward. Exhale, pushing the mat away, tuck the chin, round the spine. On your next exhalation, tucking the chin, rounding the middle of the back. Inhale, tilting the pelvis forward. Exhale, chin to chest, round. Inhale to an even back. Press the right toes into the mat, stretching back through the right heel, and then lift your right leg up to hip level and not higher. Stretch that right leg even straighter, flexing the right foot and imagining you're pressing that right foot into an imaginary wall behind you. Magnetize your inner thighs towards one another and engage that low belly. Then release the toes down to the mat, press back through the heel, and glide the right knee to meet the left. Straighten the left leg, press back through the heel. Engage the low abs, pull them up and in, and then lift the left leg up. Straighten the left leg even more, keeping the hips level here. Flexing the left foot. Every inhalation, expanding the belly, allowing it to grow huge. And exhale, pulling that belly up away from the floor towards your back body. Release the toes down to the mat and glide your left knee to meet the right. Shifting your weight forward over the wrists, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. And bring your forehead to rest on the tops of your hands. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out the mouth. Allow your entire body weight to relax and release into the mat here. Then reestablish your deep, slow breath in and out the nose. Inhale, stretching the arms forward. Exhale, lifting the right arm and the left leg. Release. On your next inhalation, lifting the left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting the right arm and the left leg. Really stretch the fingertips and toes. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting the opposite arm and leg. We're strengthening our low back here. The more strength that we have in the low back, the less likely it is that we reestablish back pain there. One more time, lifting the left arm and the right leg, and exhale, release. Inhale and exhale, releasing the forehead to the tops of the hands, taking a break here. On your next inhalation, straighten the arms and legs and lift them up away from the floor. Exhale, slimming the arms back to the sides. Inhale, stretch the arms forward. Exhale, swim the arms back, Shalabhasana, building strength in the low back and core here. Inhale, stretch the arms forward. Exhale, swim them back. Lift and stretch those fingertips forward. Exhale, swim them back. Lift the heart higher, and then release your head to the tops of your hands. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your heels back and forth. Releasing out of the low back. Massaging your thighs here. Then straighten your legs out to the mat and roll onto your left side. Straightening your left arm in front of you and releasing your head onto your arm, bending your right knee up as high as you can. On your inhalation, press your knee into the mat. Exhale, release. It's very subtle, you can't see it. Just on your inhalations, press the knee. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, press. And exhale, release. Take one more deep breath in, and on your exhale, straighten your right leg and roll over onto your right side, straightening your right arm up in front of you, bending your left knee in. Inhale, pressing the knee into the mat. Exhale, relax and release. Breathe in, press the knee. Exhale, release. Deep breath in, press the knee into the mat. And exhale, release. One more time, pressing the knee into the mat. And exhale, straighten the leg back behind you. Bringing your elbows directly under your shoulders. Being really careful here. If this doesn't feel good, come back out and relax back down onto the floor. If you feel good in Sphinx pose, make sure your arms are parallel to one another. Spread the fingers wide and relax the shoulders. Inhale, tuck the chin, pressing the hands into the mat, bringing your knees forward, sit down on your heels, bringing your hands on top of your thighs, lengthening your tailbone down. Inhale, lifting the palms up to heart level. Exhale, flip the palms, slowly breathing out. We're strengthening the lungs here. Inhale, lifting the palms up to heart level. Exhale, slowly pressing the hands down. Breathing into the low back, middle back, the back of the heart. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor, pull the belly button in and up. Inhale the arms up at shoulder level and wrap one arm underneath the other, bringing the hands to touch. If the hands are apart, that's fine. Then relax the shoulders away from the ears, making sure your elbows are at shoulder level. We're relaxing tension in the shoulders and neck in this position. Make sure your tailbone is lengthened down towards the floor here. Then straighten the arms and switch the wrap of your arms. If you can, bring the hands to touch, making sure your elbows are still at shoulder level, and then relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Then release the bind of the arms, bringing your hands to the side, sweeping your legs out in front of you. Coming forward on your mat and slowly rolling down onto your back. Bending your left knee and your right knee, pulling them into your chest and massaging your low back in circles on the mat. Then switch the direction and circle in the opposite way. Inhale, straighten the legs and then bend the knees, grabbing onto your shins and pulling your knees down towards the mat, or if you can, grabbing the outside of your feet for happy baby. Then bring your low back down onto the mat. So really pressing your low back into the mat here. If you're feeling playful today, then you can rock side to side, massaging your entire back here and stretching the hips. And come to stillness. Really pull those knees in. Then bring your feet together, bring your knees together, and straighten your legs up to the sky. If this becomes too much, you can always bend your knees and release your feet to the mat. Otherwise, bend your right knee, and on your exhale, straighten. Inhale, bending the left knee. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, bending the right knee, making sure your low back is pressed firmly into the mat. Exhale, straighten. Bending the left knee and straighten. Bending the right knee, straighten and extend. Bend the left knee, straighten and extend. Bend both knees in, hugging your knees into your chest, and then releasing your feet down to the mat. Shift your hips to the left, straighten in your right leg, gliding your left knee over your right. Stretching the arms out at shoulder level, perhaps looking at your left hand, twisting here. gliding your feet up, shift your hips to the right and straighten your left leg and glide your right knee over your left leg. We shift our hips to the side because we want to keep a long line from the spine all the way down through the toes. Twisting open, perhaps looking at your right hand. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out the nose here. And making sure that your legs are even and straight, straightening both legs, turning your palms up to the sky, pulling the shoulder blades underneath you, and settling into Shavasana, our final relaxation pose, where you can soak up all the benefits of your practice. Just lying flat on the hard floor is very healing for the back. We're going to do a guided relaxation now. Imagine that there's a warm, healing energy, perhaps golden, where you just feel the heat at the soles of your feet. This light will flow over and through your entire body. As I name each body part, relax and release. Relax the soles of the feet, the toes of the right foot, the toes of the left foot. Relax and release the right shin, the right calf, the left shin, the left calf, the right knee, the left knee, the right hamstring, the left hamstring, the right hip, the left hip, the right buttocks, the left buttocks, the entire pelvis, relaxing the low belly, the low back, the solar plexus and ribs, the middle back, the entire chest, the upper back and shoulder blades. Relaxing the right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, right forearm, right wrist, the palm of the right hand, the back of the hand, the right thumb, the fingers on the right hand. Relaxing the left shoulder, left upper arm, left elbow, underarm, the left wrist, the palm of the left hand, the back of the hand, the left thumb, the left fingers on the hand. Relaxing your collarbone, throat, back of the neck, your jaw, the tongue away from the top of the mouth, your lips, cheeks, sinuses, and inner ear, the nose, ears, eyes, backs of the eyes, third eye, the entire forehead, the top of the head, the back of the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out the mouth. 2 more times. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh out the mouth. 1 more time. Deep breath in and out. Slowly rolling onto your right side, bending your knees in towards your chest. On your next inhalation, pressing the palm of the hand into the mat, shifting your knees towards the floor, and releasing your seat to your heels for Balasana. You can always bring a block or a book underneath your forehead here to make Balasana more accessible for you. You can also bring your hands together in prayer, place it underneath your forehead. Otherwise, release your forehead down to the mat, stretching your arms out long in front of you. On your next inhalation, slowly, like you're moving through honey, roll back up. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Perhaps windshield wipering your feet a bit. Lengthening the low back down towards the floor, bringing your hands to your heart. Closing your eyes, feeling any shifts since the beginning of your yoga practice. Then bend your knees in, bringing your hands on top of your heart and reclosing your eyes. Taking a moment to feel into your body from the tips of your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Bringing your hands to your heart, opening your eyes. Namaste. Wishing you radiant joy and health and to feel so good in your body.